So glossing over the fact that it's been over a year since I last did a video on the bike, I'm just going to carry on where I left off with removing the wiring loom. And that's now all the wiring loom free from the engine. Next up is the drive system and the rear wheel. This was one of those occasions where the tool provided by Honda really wasn't up for the job. Not in my puny hands anyway. But I resisted the urge to get the breaker bar and instead settled on some alternative measures. Next up, I took the chain off the rear sprocket, allowing me to get the rear wheel out. Aha! Freedom! It was at this point I gave in and went to get some real tools. I probably could have got the engine out with the basic tools as it was just held in by a few bolts, but doing so probably would have damaged the engine and myself. Finally gonna get this bolt out. I hope. Oh, it's actually quite loose. As always, anti-seize. Yes! Oh, I've been waiting for that. Oh, should have seen that coming. Oh, I missed ratchets. So I'm over here on the awkward side because I want to try and get the whole rear braking system off in one. Just because I can't bother to drain it, although I will probably refill it and bleed it when it comes to reassembly, and that's an 8mm. I don't know if I'll be reusing these or not, so I definitely won't be having the rear footrests, and I also might reposition them to better suit my lanky frame. The caliper is free. Just pull the caliper out and it's done. Off camera, I removed the battery box and the wiring loom, so now it's time to talk about my plans for this bike. It's going to be another fucking cafe racer. Now I know they're all played out, but I just really like the style. I've got this seat hoop and as well as a cheap eBay seat to go with it. It's not going to be just a typical kind of chopped back cafe racer. I'm more inspired by Daryl's bike from The Walking Dead, so kind of a post-apocalyptic, looks like it was just made out of whatever parts they could find. So that's the ultimate look I'm going for, but I do like this kind of cut and hooped rear end, so I'm definitely going to be incorporating that. So currently the seat's sitting a little high because of these helmet hooks that I need to remove, but other than that, it fits amazingly well. Considering this is a generic cheap, just eBay seat, it almost seems like it was made for this frame, so I'm really happy with that. I'll need to fill in this gap here while still allowing access to the fuel tap, and the same on the other side, and then of course cut the end off and weld in my hoop. So that's it for this video. Next time I'll definitely get the engine out. Now I know I said that on the last video, but this time I can promise you because I've actually already got the engine out, I just haven't edited the footage.